welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today's video is going to be my favorite books that I read in 2022. This video is like 2 months late, but that's because I've been having a hard time filming and then I lost motivation, but now I'm back because I miss filming. So we're just gonna get right into the video. I am not gonna give a synopsis for any of the books. I'll talk a little bit about it, but I suck at those, and the reason why I was dreading filming book videos is because I can't do synopsises to save my life. So yeah, we're not gonna do those anymore. The books that I will mention first are the books that I don't own a paperback of because I don't have money to buy it. So I read a lot of books on Kindle because I got my Kindle in 2022. I got it in June. So like towards the end of the year, I read like a lot of books on my Kindle. So the first books that I will be talking about is the Deception trilogy by Rena Kent. 2022 was the year that I got into reading Rena Kent's books, and this trilogy by far is the best that she's ever written. I love every second of these 3 books. They just, oh my god, Adrian and Leah literally hold a special place in my heart. The plot twist I was not expecting. It was, oh my god, this whole series, or this trilogy is like this whole trilogy is definitely a 5 stars in my book. It was just super good. I loved the plot and I loved the plot twist. So yeah, the next Kindle book I'll be talking about is Because I Need You. I love this book. It was a arranged marriage, but they didn't know that they were in an arranged marriage until her father passes away, and then she ends up finding the marriage certificate. They both don't want to be married to each other, so she storms into his office and demands a divorce, but he doesn't give it to her. And I just love the chemistry between the 2 characters, and I also sort of like the fact that it was marriage, like arranged marriage, but they didn't know about it. I found it to be really cute and I just loved this book. I gave it a 5 stars. The next 2 books are in a duet. It's The Thorns Duet by Rena Kent. I loved Sebastian and Naomi. At first, when I heard about their books, I wasn't sure if I wanted to read it or not, and it took me a while to actually pick it up, but when I read it, I was just so sucked into the books. Like, I'm pretty sure I read both of them in 2 days, so a book a day, and I loved how dark it was. It wasn't that dark, but I also loved the plot for this duet as well. Anything written by Rena Kent is literally my favorite. Like, I love Rena Kent. The next book is The Enforcer by Avery Keelan. I don't remember if I read this in October or November, but it is a hockey romance with the second chance trope. I was so hooked into this book because the characters had such good chemistry, and it was also forced proximity, which is the best, especially when it comes to second chance romance. But I loved the characters and I love this book so much. I wish I had a physical copy. And then the last Kindle book that I will be mentioning is Painted Scars by, I'm not gonna say the author's name. I don't know why I keep trying. Painted Scars is a mafia book. It's the first book in a mafia series, and it is an arranged marriage. Well, technically she was blackmailed into it, but I love Nina and I love Roman. This book was so like unexpected. Like, I just wanted to pick up something short and smutty, but it ended up being really cute, and I did bawl my eyes towards the end of the book when they had, like, you know, the little 3rd act breakup. But it was just, I didn't expect it to love it as much as I did, but I love this book. And if you read that book, make sure to read the whole series because I actually love the whole series. So now we're gonna get into my physical books. The first book is Wait For It by Mariana Zapata. Look at how thick this book is. I love this book so much. It is one of the best slow burn books written by her. Well, all of her books are slow burn, but this one and The Wall of Winnipeg are my top 2 from her that I've read already. I love the single parent trope, and this has that sort of grumpy sunshine. Not really. Actually, I love the little kids in this book. They weren't annoying. Like, sometimes kids can be annoying in books, but they were not annoying. They were absolutely so cute in this book. And yeah, this book was just super good, and I remember reading this back in January and just being so hooked into it. The next book is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I read the Dirty Air series before this, so I already knew that I loved her writing, but this book, oh my god, I had so much fun reading it. Like, I was laughing, I was giggling, I was kicking my feet. No, I wasn't, but like, it was just so good. I love Zara and Rowan, and nobody can beat Zara and Rowan. I love them so much. This book is workplace romance, Grumpy Sunshine. Love them. Then the next book is the Mindfuck series. I have the whole bind up, it's super thick. I love this book. Lana became one of the female characters that I love with my whole heart. Like, reading about everything her and her brother had went through, and it just, oh my god, it hurts my feelings, you know, obviously, because like what she went through was super dark. And I loved Jake and how he stood by her to help her get her revenge. And I'm so, listen, I don't condone killing people, but for Lana I will. So next, I'm only gonna hold up one of the books because holding up the whole series, I'd probably drop them all. But definitely the Shatter Me series. Although I do enjoy the series, the first and the second book, it was like really hard to get into, even though these books were like YA, but like it was just really hard to get into. But once I got past like half of the second book, I ended up loving this entire series. I love all the characters. I love Kenji, and I love Julia, and I love Aaron so much. Then the next book we have is Juniper Hill by Daphne Perry. This book, I reread it a couple of weeks ago, and it just hits so good. This has a single parent trope, Grumpy Sunshine, sort of. I don't remember. I literally reread it a couple weeks ago and I still don't remember. But I love single parent trope. I'm pretty sure I've said that in every single video. Just read it. I loved this book. I'm pretty sure I gave it 4.75 stars, but it's so good. The next book also kind of has like the single parent trope, is Things We Never Got Over. This book was all over the place for several months on TikTok, and I caved and I was like, I'm gonna read it. I bought it, I read it, and I loved it. Just read it. I understand why some people don't like this book because of the main character, the main dude, but I love this book. I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. The next book is also by Lucy Score. It's By a Thread. I think I bought this because the cover was like really cute, but this one is also very much Grumpy Sunshine. I loved Alex's character. I love the banter between the characters. Like, this has got to be one of the best banter I've read so far. I also love how when you open up the book, you're literally like, she brings you right into the story. Like, there is no description of sorts, like nothing like that where it just makes you not want to like continue. It's literally first chapter they meet and they have like banter. So love this book. Then we have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. I love anything written by Megan Brandy. So obviously I had to read this, and this was so good. You don't understand. If you've never read this book, please read it. Noah Riley is literally the ultimate book boyfriend. The ultimate book boyfriend. This man can do no wrong. I'm pretty sure I gave it 4.75 stars because it was a little bit dragged out. Next book, Zodiac Academy. I read the first 3 books. I have the rest of the books, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. This book is so good. This is a fantasy romance. It has the bullying trope in it. So if you don't like that, don't read it because you're gonna hate this book. But I love bully romances. I don't know why. I like the drama. Okay? Like, bully romances always have drama in it, and I need drama because I have no life. So, you know, I get it from my books. So if you like bully romances, read it. If you don't read it because they'll hate you. Next, we have Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. Now, literally shout out to all her other books, especially Does It Hurt, because I read all of them in 2022 and I loved all of them. But this one, I think about it every single day. It's been months since I've read it, but I've literally been thinking about it every single day. And you bet your ass, when I get my hands on her duet, I'm gonna be out of this world. I'm gonna literally fly out of this world and then come back and read it because I can't wait for it. I literally can't wait for it. This is very dark, but not as dark as the Cat and Mouse duet by her, but like, it's still dark. I love Sibby so much. Like, she is like such a fun character to read about, and she's so funny. Like, I literally love her so much. So I'm pretty sure I gave this book 5 stars. The plot twist broke my heart. Like, I literally sat there and cried about it. Like, and then lastly, the last book that I'm going to mention is Heartless by Elsie Silver. I also love Flawless, but Heartless, this book just hits so good. It is a no, it is a single dad and nanny trope. Oh, so good. I love that trope. It's thick, it's slow burn, but it's the best slow burn ever. I actually hate reading slow burns nowadays, but this was so good. This was so good. I read it on my Kindle, but I had to buy the paperback of it so I can annotate it. So I'm gonna reread it sometime this year just so I can annotate it. But this was a solid 5 stars. It was so good. I'm currently reading the 3rd book in the series because it just came out like a couple days ago. But yeah, those are all my favorite books that I read in 2022. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want, like if you want, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.